All right, Jerry, the Gray Man Lewis. Are you ready to roll, brother?
I am ready to roll.
Let's do it. It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles, 6 o'clock in Chicago, Illinois. It's 7 o'clock in New York City and in Sri Lanka. It's 5:30 Wednesday afternoon. Hello, everybody. Mad Dog DeCipio once again with What's the Buzz podcast. Tonight, a very, very special show, a tribute to one of my favorite shows. And here to join me in that endeavor is my alternating co-host this week. His name is Jerry, the Gray Man Lewis. Jerry, how are you, brother?
I'm doing well. How are you, Angelo?
I'm better than good. I'm average. I'm having a great day. We got a great guest tonight. This gentleman, and I want people to know that we do respect law enforcement here, and you've heard me oftentimes, jumping on the cops' backs. But let me tell you something. We do honestly respect law enforcement. I have with me tonight, singularly, one of the most decorated law enforcement officers in the state of Arkansas, the great state of Arkansas. He is the man who single-handedly captured the Bandit, the Snowman, and the Runaway Bride. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to What's the Buzz, Sherriff, Buford T. Justice. Sherriff, how are you, my friend?
Well, I'm doing good. It's a complete lack of respect for the law, what they're doing out there, driving through people's backyards, knocking down mailboxes. That Bandit, he had a broad in the car. He took her across state lines, and that's a Mann Act. Gentlemen, how we doing?
We're doing great.
Well.
We are doing great. Jerry, you have a question for the esteemed sheriff?
Do I have a question?
Yes.
When are we going to hear something about the Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper? And step on it.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
He nailed it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me introduce everybody to our special guest tonight. His name is Sean Bailey. He is a part and parcel of an amazing road act called Eastbound and Down, the ultimate tribute to Smokey and the Bandit. Sean, welcome to the show. Welcome to What's the Buzz.
Hey, thank you. Glad to be here tonight.
Yeah, very different voice, man. It's a very different voice.
Wow. It throws people off. I can take the uniform off and become a completely different person. And then
I'll tell you what.
If I see a Trans Am run by, I'm in hot pursuit.
Hot pursuit. That is the voice is what captured the essence of Jackie in that film. It wasn't the way he looked, although that was fucking hilarious. It wasn't so much what he said, but how he said it. It was absolutely classic, brilliant Jackie. Did you have any? Did you have any lessons in, for lack of a better word, doing Jackie, quote unquote?
The lessons that I took were self-taught. So it was throwing the movie on and already being a fan of Smokey and the Bandit, because if you're doing this, you really have to be a fan. But you watch the movie over and over, so you know the lines. Then you turn around and you say the lines along with Jackie. And it could be
funny.
Say this line, back it up and do it again.
Can I tell you something? That's the funny thing. I was watching a clip of you and some of your co-actors. Is that what can we call them? That co-actors, co-stars, I guess you want to call them, right? In this tribute show you do.
We'll answer by just about anything.
As I'm watching this, the people I'm watching it with are saying the lines with you. And they're saying the lines with the Bandit. And it was just bizarre. I thought to myself, this movie is damn near like 50 years old. Okay, I mean, this movie
if it wasn't for 46 years this year.
Yeah.
So, if it wasn't for Hal sitting down and writing the movie and being able to put the cast together that he did, because that's what made this work, is putting the cast together that he did, and to have it as such an iconic movie 46 years later. It's just it's amazing.
It's remarkable. I have to tell you something. I met Hal Needham once, and he was just the most. In fact, somebody said to me, "Do you know who that is?" I went, "Yeah, he looks real familiar." They said, "That's Hal Needham. He's a film director." I went, "Oh, you mean like Smokey?" And we go, "Yeah, that's Smokey and the Bandit. That's the guy." I went, "Oh shit!"
Originally, Bert's stunt double. I mean, if you go back to how it was originally, he was Bert's stunt double, and they become best friends, and then
Yep, he was Bert's stunt double when Bert was doing television back in the '60s,
right?
And you have to be like of our age to even know that. And without giving your age away, I'm guessing you're probably above 60 somewhere.
Well, I'm not that old yet, but
then I'm older than you, Sherriff.
Pretty well.
I'm older than you, Sheriff.
There you go. I look pretty good for my age, or maybe
I think when they put that cast together, I don't think they realized the cultural significance of that movie, especially this many years later. They keep doing reboots of movies over and over, and they have not been able to match the success of Smokey and the Bandit.
And they never will. And let's talk about that, Sean. Jerry brings up an amazing point. It's never been duplicated. It's never even been attempted to be rebooted.
In the early 90s, there was the ABC spinoff, I believe it was, Bandit Goes Country, Bandit, made for TV movies. They done 3 of them, and it really didn't go anywhere. The viewership wasn't there, and I think it just kind of got put away. You can check them out on the box set of the Smokey and the Bandit DVDs that they sell with 1, 2, and 3, and then they do the bonus with the other 4 movies. So
I had no idea.
It's
I knew they made the sequel movies, which I've only seen a couple times, but
so now Jerry, you were chomping at the bit to be on the show tonight, right? When I said that we were doing a Smokey and the Bandit. So I know that you were watching the film today. Let's talk about your favorite Buford scene of all the almost 2-hour film, hour and 45 minutes. What's your favorite Sheriff Buford D. Justice scene in the movie?
I think my favorite is still the Dr. Pepper, the Diablo sandwich and the Dr. Pepper. Just that whole interaction with him and the Bandit. He's chasing this guy for days and has no idea who this guy in a red shirt is sitting at the bar, and just having a conversation
right next to him, right?
No big deal.
We're going to see a couple of scenes like that. I want to tell you what my favorite. I want to show you my favorite. And it's not what you might think. Sean, take a look at this. This is Jackie Gleason and Junior. This is the real Jackie, by the way.
There's no way that you could come from my loins. Soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
Love it.
That's that is my, it's the little gems that I love, Sean. That's my favorite Jackie moment. When I get home, I'm going to punch your mama in the mouth. That was
that
beautiful.
line right there is one of the most requested lines when we're doing events. Tim Phillips and Jason Bobbitt and myself, when we're out on the road doing shows, that is one of the most popular and most requested lines for me to do, as well as just about everything that Jackie says in the movie. But that is one of the tops right there.
I'm sure it is. It's there. There are like a lot of one-line gems in that film. Let's before we get too far into the film, because we got a bunch of video tonight, a lot of video, including a priceless piece of video with Sean as Buford T. Justice and little Enos Burdett himself, Paul Williams, who I also had the pleasure of meeting many, many years ago. Let's talk about Sean Bailey for a little bit. First of all, what does Sean Bailey do when he's not doing Buford T. Justice?
I get to hang out at a museum, a car museum in Branson, Missouri. That is a 2-acre museum. It's an acre of tractors and equipment and an acre of cars and trucks. And me just being a car guy, that is just the best thing that I could ever have dreamed of, to have a job and then be able to do the Smokey and the Bandit Buford T. Justice stuff on the weekends. But on the weekdays, that's where I hang out and get to play with all the cool cars and I don't want to say work. It's just I go there and have fun.
Well, Sean, are you like the curator of this museum? Is that what you do?
That detail, make sure they're ready to go. Everything in the museum is for sale, and when it sells, then it's replaced with something else. So
It's an actual, it's a working museum where they sell the inventory. So what kind of vehicles are you have? Like movie vehicles? You got famous cars?
Well, right now we have the Smokey and the Bandit cars. The eastbound and down cars are on display there when they're not out on the road. And so we've got this Smokey and the Bandit section. We've got a General Lee that autographed by cast members, stunt members, crew, just everybody. It's got the underhood, dash, everywhere on the car, interior that, not exterior wise, but has been autographed. We have a Roscoe Sheriff's car as well. So those are on display, Dukes of Hazzard stuff. Then we've also got a Ghostbusters Ecto-1 Cadillac there. First movie version.
Oh my God.
So that's on display there. And then, you go into the cars that are not movie related or TV related. A beautiful 65 Cobra kit car that we've got there. And that one's actually going to be leaving pretty soon, that somebody just bought it.
Really?
I got to play around with that today, and that was a fun car. Just, they're beautiful.
Wow.
There's several.
Now we're talking about the kit from Knight Rider, right?
No, this is a Cobra kit car, a 1965.
Oh, a kit
Cobra
car.
Kit car
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you covered.
So
either one's cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jerry.
2-seater.
I was saying that either
Jerry.
one would be cool, whether it was Kit from Knight Rider or the Cobra. They're both cool.
Yeah, right?
Burnouts
Well,
for days.
I kind of like the Knight Rider car myself.
Yeah.
Let's see who's here tonight. Let's check this. What'd he say? Oh, hold on. I got to take care of somebody's in our chat. Oh, it's Kevin. He's saying hi, Jerry. Kevin's in there.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, just saying hi to you. So let's talk about the intro. Obviously, you're a fan of the film, and so that at some point you had to take a good look in the mirror and say, you know what, kind of maybe I can get away with this. Maybe I kind of look like Jackie a little bit, and
Well, it actually, I've had several classic cars and replica movie and TV cars over the years, and the one that kind of set the ball in motion would be the '77 Trans Am. So it's the black and gold Trans Am, right? So was doing just some car shows and stuff, just enjoying the car.
right.
Tim Phillips doing the Bandit. I was familiar with him, never met him, but he's out of Atlanta, Georgia area, and he was doing a show in Joplin, Missouri. And sometimes it's easier to find a Trans Am local than transporting yours across all the states.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Cost wise and just everything that's involved with it. So Tim reached out on Facebook looking for a Trans Am for a show. And I'm like, hey, I'm only hour and a half away from there. I'll bring my Trans Am up, use it for your show. So we hit it off, and I'd been in the entertainment business for years. So just kind of being in front of the camera or behind the camera, if you will, or in front of the microphone or behind the microphone. So have done impersonations, tributes, if you will, previously. But watching him do Bandit stuff, and he had another guy there that he's a very good friend of ours. He was doing Buford, and just seeing the fun that they had, and I was like, I could do this. I could have this kind of fun. Just go out on the weekends and drive the sheriff's car. But at that time, I was probably about 75, 80 pounds lighter. And it wasn't in the books for me at that particular time. But I had the Trans Am and the sheriff's car. And I had another guy that he was going to be the Buford. So we done a few shows with him, and he just found out that he didn't really like all the attention that he was getting. He didn't like the attention, so I was like,
amazing.
And he cuts out like the day before a show. So it was the thing of, man, I got to do something because we're doing a show and we need Buford. I had a mustache goatee going on, and I was like, I'm going to go shave down. I'm going to put the uniform that I have on, and I've got a fat pad. So I put it all together, and I come down the hallway into the living room, and my wife and my daughter are there, and I quoted off a couple lines from the movie, and they laughed and said, yeah, you could probably pull this off. So the early years of me doing Buford, I was wearing a fat pad. Now it's all me. So
au natural. Well, the obvious next question would be, how did you develop the voice? Because when you get into Jackie mode, you're spot on vocally.
It's the thing of just watch the movie, hit repeat, do that line over and over until you are 100% comfortable with it, and how it comes out just flows as Jackie would let it flow out.
It's remarkable. Jerry, questions for Sean Bailey.
Well, I just noticed he's a car guy, just like I'm a car guy. I don't work at a museum, but I work at a retailer, and I like to collect automobiles and repair them. And I've actually got a Firebird that I'm partaking in a restoration project right now. It's an older convertible Firebird, 69, but not near as cool, but as the Bandit car, but it's still pretty cool. It's my buddy's car.
Oh, yeah.
So we're doing basically what amounts to a frame off restoration on that. If I live long enough to get it done.
Now, I don't have a bloody clue what you just said, Jerry. I don't have a damn idea what the hell he just said. I'm not a car guy.
Well, it's a rusty old Firebird, and we're making it not rusty and pretty again.
That's awesome.
I understand. That I get. I get that. Okay. Let's take a look. I want to take a. We got a lot of video to show, but I want to show. And I want you to walk me through some of these, Sean.
Okay.
This is Sean performing at various functions, and we're going to take a look, lay some music on to everybody. So let's take a look.
There's
Yeah, tell me what we're looking at here.
Right there, that is some of the behind the scenes filmmaking that was showing, or the pictures from behind the scenes. We're at John Snyder Studios, and that is for John's new movie that comes out this fall. And we are making an appearance in that movie, so Jason Bobbitt and Tim Phillips and myself will get that.
Now, I have a question for you. The gentleman that you have, the gentleman that you have playing the part of Junior, and the guy who plays Bandit.
Right.
Well, the guy who plays Bandit, he's got the Burt look down.
He does.
He's got the look down pat.
He
and
worked
the guy
with Burt
that does
for several years.
Well, is he a professional Burt lookalike? Because he does resemble him strongly.
I would say that he is probably the top Burt. He is the top Burt Reynolds lookalike.
Interesting, because the guy that does Junior is fucking hilarious.
He is. He's Jason Bobbitt.
Funny.
He's a car. All of us are car guys, but Jason is a car guy, and he owns a body shop, and met him through a Trans Am Firebird Fest show last year, and we got together and had dinner a few times and just talking. And as tall as he is, and the look, it was like, man, you could be Junior. And he's a huge Smokey and the Bandit fan, so it just it really worked out having him join us.
Now, we're the photo we're looking at now. Where was this taken? What's the story behind this?
That looks like that is one that come from a promo video, just as a still from a promo video. May have been even a cameo. That one, last one there was from Springfield, Illinois, the International Route 66 Festival. We had several of us we finished the show. We were still in character, but we decided to stop off for some cool, refreshing beverages at the hotel restaurant, and we probably closed that restaurant down, and they ran out of the cold liquid libations there.
There you go.
Now, was it Coors beer?
Well, there was that. There were some amaretto sours. I mean, there was a little bit of everything.
Right?
That
That's
one was
classic.
at the old Hickory House.
That is absolute classic Bandit. And the look on Junior's face is priceless. Because
He's
he
got
looks
the
like
Mike
a dope.
Henry look down.
He does. He looks like a dope. He's got that. He's perfect. Just like Junior, he's got that clueless look.
He does.
Remarkable. This is the picture. I have to tell you, Sean, this is the photo that cinched it for me. I said, I got to have this guy on the show. It was this picture right here. Because I literally thought that was a Jackie Gleason photo.
Yeah. Thank you.
You look remarkably like Jackie. And the car, that's a very unusual car to find.
It is. 1977 Pontiac Le Mans is turning into one of the rarest cars that you'll be searching for out there.
Yeah. Now, this is the Burt lookalike, because he really is remarkable. And this is you. Where was this photo? Because you look like you're kind of dressed up a bit.
Yeah, this is Tim Phillips' birthday bash at the Tannery Row in Buford, Georgia. His 50th birthday back in September last year. And we had an all-star cast there, and John Snyder and Jason Grove and Cody McCarver all performed that night.
And we're looking at a still photo of yourself and Paul Williams. We're actually going to see the video of this later.
Great
But
guy.
how did you come to meet Paul Williams?
That, man, he was doing some interviews with Comic-Con, and it was the Galaxy Con, and we got to be able to join together and chit chat for a little bit, and he's a great guy. I'm looking forward to doing some shows with him this year.
And this place, you guys are standing out in front of the Granddaddy Mims Drilling Company, wherever
We
the
are.
hell that is.
That is in
what
North
what's
Georgia,
called?
in the hills of
Looks like
Georgia.
Uncle
somewhere.
Jesse.
Oh,
Uncle
what-
Jesse, he was there making some moonshine, so
Yeah.
he joined us.
Oh, is that a distilling company? Is that what it is?
It is.
Oh, I thought it said drilling company. Because he's standing in front of the letters.
yeah,
He's
we
standing in front of the letters. That's funny.
got to
it's-
see how the moonshine is made.
Well, I'll tell you what. In that particular photo, you guys look like you just stepped off a Bandit set. Because
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy looks just like Bert in that picture.
He does.
And it goes without saying that you're a ringer for Jackie. It's crazy. Let's
Much
take some
obliged.
more pictures here. We have a few more. Now this it looks like it was a charity event. I'm guessing is what you were doing. And
That
this
one
is
was,
Sean without- no makeup.
Yeah.
Not a
That's me,
character.
but without the hat and shades.
Now is
And my
this your
lovely
wife that you're with here?
It is.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
Got
Miss
Mr. and
Justice.
Mrs. Bailey. All right. I wasn't sure if that was the wife or that was a fan.
Yeah,
But
we'll go with both.
There you go. Now, I'm guessing this is at a wedding somewhere because they're all dressed alike.
Yep, we did a wedding in Memphis, Tennessee, and the Bandit arrived with the bride, and I arrived with the groom, and what a way to show up at a wedding. With
I'm going to tell you what, brother, that is absolutely mind-blowing innovative.
It is.
That
It
is, my next question was going to be, but you answered it. My question was going to be, who calls up Eastbound and Down and says, look, you guys want to do a wedding? You know, like who
Yeah.
does that?
We've had, let's see, we've had 2 or 3 that we've done. Yeah,
Have you really?
we have.
That's remarkable. Now, this picture is, I love this picture. Again, I don't know who the woman is, but you and Bandit look like you just walked off a Hal Needham set. It's just, do you guys get that all the time? Like every,
We do.
like,
We do.
it's gotta be either the most rewarding thing or at some point it's got to wear on you. I say that because I just had on the show, Sean, I had on a couple of guys that do Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley from Kiss.
Right?
And they say that if what they're getting is 5% of what Gene and Paul are getting, that they must never have a moment to themselves, because at that 5%, they are bugged incessantly by people they don't know wanting autographs and pictures. The one guy even said, to the point where he said, that I said to him, do you tell them that you're not Paul? He says, if they don't ask, I don't tell. But he signs his name. He never signs Paul.
Right.
That's the interesting part.
We
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
normally are on the road from mid-February until mid-November. That's our normal run time. So from
Right.
November to February, we're looking at just kind of having some downtime. But
Yeah.
it also gets, when you're out on the road all those weekends out of the year, and I mean, last year we may have had 4-6 weekends off throughout the year, But when you do that many shows and you become accustomed to every weekend being somewhere and having people come up for photos and autographs and just the lines, it becomes something that you end up missing when you don't have that going on.
Yeah. Jerry, questions for Sean Bally?
I actually don't have any questions. I'm just taking it all in.
Oh, you just sitting back enjoying the show?
I know I'm supposed to be talking here, but I can't top that.
Brother, I got news for you. That's the greatest compliment you could give Sean Bailey. I'll tell you what we'll do. Since we're sitting back enjoying, let's watch some video. Take a look at this stuff. Jerry, you're going to love this. Watch this.
Can I have some cheeseburgers and go with a glass of iced tea?
Yeah, okay.
I'll show you, man.
$1.50.
There you go, keep change.
Thank you.
Just keep your eye out for that bandit. Let me have a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something?
Welcome, Dad.
We got no time for that crap.
Diablo, Doc.
Take your night, lady.
You're welcome.
You must be in a hell of a hurry, huh, Sheriff?
You got your ass on that, boy.
Let me get there. You got a little mess there. Wait for an officer.
Much obliged.
Who are you chasing? Somebody chasing you?
Nobody chasing me, boy. I'm chasing a goddamn maniac. From all the way from Texarkana, all the way to here.
What is it? Bank robber?
Bank robber. Bank robbing babies here compared to what this dudes are doing. Almost killed 20 law officers, driving through people's backyards, knocking down mailboxes, got a broad in the car, took her across state lines, and that's a manhunt. And I don't think he's got a permission, and that's kidnapping. How's that for hijinks? Hello.
Oh, no. Let me pay for it. Your option's law.
Much obliged. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's the can? I gotta take a swig.
Right back there.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Spot
Line
on.
for line. Lines for line. With perfect timing, by the way. Perfect timing.
Old Hickory House is where that was filmed in Tucker, Georgia. That is the only Old Hickory House left in existence. They were in the 70s. They were a chain all over Georgia, and the one that was actually filmed at with Bert and Jackie, that one is long gone, turned into a parking lot, I believe. But George and Diane own the restaurant there in Tucker, and George's family is the ones that owned the Old Hickory houses, all of them. So
because I was going to ask you that question because that restaurant is almost a duplicate of what was in the film. And I was going to say, where the hell did they find a restaurant that looked like the restaurant scenes from the movie?
Right.
My initial thought was maybe they found out where the restaurant was and went there.
Yeah.
But what you said makes a lot of sense. It's a duplicate restaurant. Another, but it's all part of the original chain, though, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look at more from that restaurant.
Woo, Sheriff! Woo! Here you go. Let me take that from you. Thank you, Sheriff.
Oh, thank you, nice lady.
Thank you.
Nice ass.
Thank you.
I love it. Nice ass. That was classic stuff. Okay, now there's an interesting piece of film that I found, and I've never seen this before. Jerry, I'm going to show this for your benefit because Sean knows what clip this is. Take a look at this. I've never seen this before.
You think you ought to slow down a little? We're liable to get pulled over. Kid. Mountie. What the hell's he doing in Arkansas? I think you better pull off to the side, Vic.
Well, let's just see what he's got under the hood.
Mama, baby. Vic, take it easy. I may be old, but I'm not ready to die yet. What the hell's the matter with you? We could have been killed. You think you're gonna live forever?
Uh-huh.
Look, I know you think you've got it all figured out right now.
Well, I just crazy, thanks.
But listen to me. You're on a collision course. You're about to make a lot of bad life decisions.
Really?
I can help you before you throw it all away.
Too late now.
Where
Where
did
did
you
that come
find that
from?
clip? I've never seen that before.
The Last Movie Star. That was Bert's final film that he did, and it was basically a movie tribute to him. So he got to play a character that was just like him, and he gets to go back through life and reflect on everything. But that is a very good movie.
I've never seen it. Is it available publicly?
Yes, yes.
I've never seen it.
Now, what
Jerry,
was the
have you
title
ever
again?
seen that clip?
I've never even heard of it. It was called The Last Movie Star?
Yes,
Is that what I heard?
that was
Yeah,
released.
the Last Movie Star.
in
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Let's take a look at some more video, and then we're gonna. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're coming up on a hard break. We got time for one more video, then I got to do a commercial. Let's take a look at this. Now, this was part of. Before we go further with this clip, before I go any further with this, Sean, is this part of that film that you were talking about? Is this
Yes.
another angle we're looking at?
That is when they're getting the cameras and audio levels set for the scene.
Gotcha. Okay. So essentially, we've seen this, but this is from the other side.
Yes.
Okay. So now that we've seen this, let me run this by because Jerry loves this one.
Hold it right there. You can't drive that piece of crap on my highway. The hell is the world coming to?
I love that. That walk is just classic. We are up on a hard break. More after the break with Sean Coleman, Buford T. Justice Bailey, and Jerry the Gray Man Lewis. I'm the Mad Dog. We'll be right back.
Do you have sweaty balls or volleyball netty balls? It's time to make them ready balls. The Manscaped.com Lawnmower 3.0 will do the job and clean your knob with its patented no-nick head, so your head will function as desired. Enter promo code Wrestling Future for a generous 20% discount. That's enter Wrestling Future for a 20% discount. Manscaped.com and Wrestling with the Future, going balls to the walls with Manscaped.com and the Lawnmower 3.0. Your balls will thank you, and so will we. What's Buzz Podcast wants to welcome Radioactive FM 88.6 in Wellington, New Zealand, Radio Perth, Australia, and RTL Radio 102.5 in Milan, Italy. Welcome aboard, and welcome to the Buzz.
And we are back with Sean Bailey, also known to his family and friends as Sherriff Buford T. Justice, paying tribute to one of the greatest action comedies of all time, making its 46th birthday mark this year, Smokey and the Bandit. Obviously, your company is called Eastbound and Down, one of the title songs from the film. Talk to me about the one character I've not seen yet, the Snowman.
Right?
Who plays the Snowman, and why haven't we seen Snowman yet?
Snowman is still auditioning. We are holding open auditions for a Snowman.
Interesting. Have you found somebody with that Jerry Reed persona yet?
You know, that is one that I don't know if anybody would be able to 100% tribute. Just because he is such so much energy.
He really is one of the, and I have to say this in defense of Jerry, because he not only is he a hell of an actor, rest in peace, he was a hell of an actor, but he was also a hell of a singer-songwriter.
He was.
He wrote some amazing music. In fact, he wrote music with and for Paul Williams. He's written music for Glenn Campbell, Bobby Goldsboro, Elvis Presley, among others. That's just, 3 or 4 off the top. But in addition to that, he recorded a number of records that went gold and platinum.
Yes.
So he is an interesting character to try to fill. But
multi-talented.
Yeah, but you know what, Sean, he is an essential character. Yes. And as I'm watching your videos, I thought to myself, that's the one guy I've not seen. Where's the Snowman? You hear Bandit referring to Snowman, but he's always kind of off somewhere.
Right.
You know?
He's always down picking up a load of manure down at Conyers.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's take a look at this.
Snowman, how we doing on time? 15 minutes ahead of schedule?
Daddy, it's the Bandit.
Shut up, you moose twit, I hear him.
All right, Snowman, keep your rubber band stretched real tight. We gotta be in Ziegler, Illinois by July 9th.
I hear that, Mr. Bandit. We're gonna be tail grabbing you all the way there.
What'd he say?
Ziegler, Illinois, heroes and horsepower. We got it now. We'll be looking for you July 9th at Heroes and Horsepower, Ziegler, Illinois. Don't go home. Don't go to eat. Don't play with yourself. It wouldn't look nice on that.
That was brilliant. I love that. Don't go home. Don't go to eat. Don't play with yourself.
You can think about it, but don't do it.
You were going to think about it, but don't do it. I love it. That was great. This is how Sheriff Buford T. Justice says Happy New Year to folks.
Sheriff Buford T. Justice here, wishing you and yours a Happy New Year.
I had to show that.
The flick of the lighter, just like the opening scene.
Fun. I have a clip. I don't know if you've seen this. I want to show this to you. Let me just check something out here. It's from many years back. Probably, it's got to be probably 46 years, 45 years. Because it goes back to when the film was made. So look at this clip.
You some... You embarrassed me. You made a fool out of me and out of my son, Junior, that twit. You've been running away, and I've been following you. I'm gonna catch you. And when I catch you, I'm gonna put you behind bars for the rest of your life. And then when you die, I'm gonna put you in a box. And I'm gonna put you behind bars for the rest of your natural death. Now when I leave here, I'm gonna get in my car. And I'll be in hot pursuit. You some...
That's some funny stuff. Now,
That
there's an
was the
interesting...
all-star tribute to Burt Reynolds, and I believe that was in 1980. And we had the opportunity to do that scene at Tim's birthday bash, Bandit's birthday bash, last year. Jason Grove was performing a song. Tim was on stage with him, and here comes Buford and shuts everything down and kind of took over there for a little bit.
I got to show you a clip. This, and I saved the best for last. Here you go.
Oh, welcome. Come on. You finally caught me, huh? Boy, you look like Jackie, I gotta say.
I appreciate that. I really do. It's a pleasure to be sitting here speaking with you, sir.
My great pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's for a good cause, so thanks for contributing to do this. I've never done it before.
What is your most memorable moment while filming Smokey and the Bandit, either 1, 2, or 3?
Okay, the very first one, I walked into Jackie Gleason's apartment or hotel room in Miami, and he and Jerry Reed were playing cards. I said, let me play cards too. He said, no. He said, I'm going to teach you not to gamble with the Bandit. Let's cut cards. We cut cards. I got like a 7 or 6. He laughed. And then he got a 4. You know, he said, of course we're going to do this for the best out of 3. And he heard the door slam. I took the $100 we'd each bet, and I left and I went home. So for all 3 movies, he kept trying to get that $100 back. And the last time I saw him, we cut the cards and he won. He got his $100 back. So clearly you are a big fan of Smokey and the Bandit. But I really appreciate it. And keep doing that. You'll keep the movie alive with that.
Will do. Thank you very much.
All right. God bless. Thank you.
Now, awesome. I'm guessing this was, of course, Paul says it's part of a charity event, a fundraiser. What was the occasion, and how did you come to get Paul Williams?
That was he was doing the fundraiser with GalaxyCon a few years ago, and seen his name on there, and it was like, wow, here he's not doing shows. This was during COVID, so he wasn't doing shows.
Oh, wow.
And prior to that, it'd been a couple of years since even seeing his name out on the circuit, and it was like, I got to do this. This has to happen. It's a chance in a lifetime type thing. And with the age of the stars from the movie, it just keeps getting up there. So, and that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. And it's like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. It's a chance in a lifetime. I'm gonna do this. So signed up, and I'm sitting there in the green room, if you will, the digital green room, and it's 30 minutes behind time of when it was supposed to happen. And I grabbed I had the camera set up, grabbed my phone and checked emails and text message, and they had to cancel. Something come up where he was unable to attend at the last moment. So got a hold of his people and the GalaxyCon people, and it was rescheduled for 2 weeks later, and was like the first one right there in queue, and it was great. We that was just a snippet right there of the interview, but just so much that happened in that interview. And the words of wisdom from Paul Williams.
Well, Sean, how long was the uncut interview itself?
About 20 minutes.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he gave you quite a bit of valuable time.
Yeah, and got to tell him about what we did and go out and do the shows and just paying tribute to the cast and the characters and the people themselves, and never want to cast any of them.
Let's talk about that, because that's a great segue, Sean. That's a really, really good segue. Let's talk about that. The human element of this. As we alluded to moments ago, you know, most of the cast was, with a couple of exceptions, they're all gone. Right. Jerry Reed is gone. Jackie's gone. Bert is gone. Pat McCormick is gone. Paul is still with us, thank God. Sally Field's still with us. But it's just like, that's just a handful. They're all gone. Paul said you'll keep the movie alive.
Yes.
Doing what you're doing. Is there room for other people to keep this movie alive? If somebody wants to join in Eastbound and Down, is there a place for them? If so, how do they get in touch with Sheriff Buford T. Justice Sean Bailey?
There is. We're always open to auditions, and we're just not going to add somebody just because we need to fill a spot. It's a thing of we want to make sure that person is portraying the character correctly, and not only the character, but just like for me, just about anybody could put a sheriff uniform on and go out and be Buford T. Justice, or call themselves Buford T. Justice.
Right.
But you're not only portraying that character, you're portraying who developed that character and made it what it is. And that's where, you have to look at it that way as well, to portray Jackie in the correct light. You have to be respectful to those characters and the people, but mainly, like Tim, he goes out and portrays Burt Reynolds, but he's portraying the Bandit. But people will associate that with Burt Reynolds. So it's the thing of, we want to make sure that they're cast in a good light, and we don't do anything to be cast on them darkly.
Okay, so that's a
thing for Jason's character of Junior.
Yeah,
he's studied Junior, but he's also researched Mike Henry. So if somebody was to come in to, say, be a snowman, they would need to come in with that research of Jerry. They would need to come in with the snowman, and just bring both those. You're not just playing one character; you're playing both, so you can give that full, true tribute. And that's what we try to do.
So, Sean, how stringently are they vetted? What's the vetting process? Is there a series that they go through? They got to get in front of you, of course. Do they have to get in front of someone else?
We're it.
Okay.
What we will do is we will accept the online submissions. They can email a video submission of themselves, and we make a group decision. I started Eastbound and Down, the Ultimate Smokey and the Bandit tribute, but we run it as it is all of us together to keep us tight, and so we don't have any conflict, but just to bring us all into that same level, because we don't want one of us feeling, well, they've added somebody, but I didn't know about it. We don't want to do that. We want to keep everybody on that same decision. And, if it was a snowman, his character would be working more with the Bandit. So we get some lines from them. So the video submission for the snowman character. Then the next thing we'd probably do is get that with Tim. And if that person can join us on an event or, just somewhere to be able to see how they work in character together with our characters. So
we have a young woman in our chat tonight. Christine Kriegler says, great show tonight. Love the movie. One of my all-time favorites. My ringtone for all my coworkers is Eastbound and Down because one of my jobs is to oversee all of our delivery drivers. I love that.
Awesome.
That's my lovely
Christine
lady.
for-
I hear that ringtone a lot.
Yeah. So you know who this person is?
Oh yeah, she lives with me. That's my girlfriend.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hello, nice lady.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, tell everybody what kind of functions you're available for. Give everybody your social media, how they can reach you, how they can book you, do all that stuff, and then and we'll say goodnight to everybody.
BanditandBuford.com is our website. It has all of our social media listed on there. We're on Facebook as Eastbound and Down, the Ultimate Smokey and the Bandit Tribute. We're on Instagram. We are on TikTok, Twitter. We've got a little bit of it all on Twitter or on TikTok. I'm sorry. We're able to post a lot of our skits and videos there. And the one with the monster truck that Buford is going up to, can't drive.
Yes.
That one was originally posted on the page for the Ziegler Fire Department. We did a show there, Heroes and Horsepower, and it hit 6 million views. It went viral there just in the 24 hours of it being on there. Not even 24 hours, but 6 million views. So it was kind of the thing of, we're gonna go into the TikTok area here and just post some videos and have some fun with it. But we're on YouTube as well, so we've got the videos there for those who don't like one place versus the other. We're kind of branched out, so that way there's a little bit of us out there for everybody.
Terrific.
For events, man, we're doing car shows, festivals, fundraisers. We've done weddings. We last year we lost Ronnie Gay, Master Trooper Ronnie Gay, that was with the Georgia State Troopers. Ronnie was in the movie and he played a Georgia Trooper. So we've done a few shows with him over the years. And the family, when Ronnie passed, the family reached out to us and asked if we would come to Georgia and lead his procession and drop him off at the next exit, which is the line in the movie that he says.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What an amazing trip. How about,
we definitely miss him.
I'll tell you what, that's coming full circle big time, brother.
It is. It is.
Absolutely. Jerry, questions or last minute questions or comments, Jerry, for Sean Bailey?
Sean, you're in Branson, Missouri, right?
I am.
Well, in the Midwest, we're used to driving long distances to go see stuff, so I might actually pay you a visit. We're looking for holiday ideas.
There you go.
My holiday idea is very simple. I want one of those Eastbound and Down coffee mugs.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do.
I need another coffee mug.
I know a guy that knows a guy that can supply those.
Did they fall off the back of a Coors truck?
They may have.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, you are an amazing guest tonight. You are welcome back here. Anytime you want to promote anything, you've got something that you want people to know about, I'm all ears for you. Jerry Lewis, my friend.
That's fantastic. We appreciate that.
You're absolutely welcome. You got an open invite anytime. Jerry, thank you for joining me tonight. Jerry the Gray Man Lewis. Jerry jumped in here on last minute notice. We had an unexpected fallout yesterday. So without going into that, Jerry is here. He saved the day and he saved the show.
Very
Thank you,
last
Jerry.
minute, as you can see by the Bowflex.
Yeah, exactly, right? For everybody here at What's the Buzz Popcast for WWTF Radio, Internet Radio, we are on terrestrial stations, more than 3,000 platforms worldwide, 507 terrestrial and celestial radio stations around the world, and more to come, folks, more to come. Our address is our name, wwtfradio.podbean.com. That is our hub. Everything, and I mean everything, is there. For Sheriff Buford T. Justice, Sean Bailey, for Jerry the Gray Man Lewis, I'm the Mad Dog. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.